What's up? This is Ryan with Planet Cheapskate. Listen, is there a housing crash coming? Look, I will answer that for you, but rather than just tell you, I'd like to show you data so you can see for yourself. We're going to be looking at direct data that is going to answer that question for us all together, and if you haven't yet subscribed, I promise when it comes to real estate, you will always be the smartest smarty in the room. So with that said, let's dive right into the stats we discussed previously in the last video. And if you happen to arrive on this video without watching the first, we were just discussing two key indicators that I track to provide the best information on my weekly housing market update every Monday. So let's look at this first graph and I'll sort of explain what it means. Okay, so here we go. This is the important cross that I was talking about. So this is the year-over-year percent change in active versus pending listings. So this ratio basically means for every active listing, there is this many pending listings. So for every 10 active listings, there's this many pending listings. And this was the important cross that I was talking about right here in April. So up until April, there was actually more or even equal amount of pending listings versus active listings. And this is a sign that there's an extreme seller's market going on. So all through 2021, we see that there's actually more pending listings than there is active listings. That means that the homes are selling fast. They're selling faster than they can even be added to the active listing part. So an active listing is just a listing that comes into the market versus a pending listing is kind of like, see that as a handshake. There's a buyer and a seller, it goes pending and they're just waiting on the financing to come through. So right here in April, we have an important cross. This is a cross, this is a forward indicator of a market flip that will take place soon. So when you see active listings going higher than pending listings, that means the market is cooling off and that we are headed to a time period where it's going to be more of a buyer's market. So this is the important cross I was talking about. Let me pull up another statistic that is a forward indicator of what's going on. So as we can see here, this is new single family homes sold. So the interesting thing about new, whenever we talk about new one family homes sold, that is actually new build jobs. So that is between a builder and a buyer. And the interesting thing about this statistic and this data is these sales are recorded at the time the contract is written, which means before the home is even built. So most of the sold and the sell statistics that we look at are based on when the sell is finalized at the closing table. These are tracked when the contract is made before the home is even built. And if we see here, and this is actually showing April, and see how far it's fallen. It's fallen. See how far it's fallen. So this is actually one of our most leading indicators of buyer demand in the market, and the buyer demand has went down, and this is actually 16% lower than what they had forecast. They had forecast something up into the 700s, I think like 780,000, and it ended up being like somewhere around the upper 500s to 600s depending on the source. So that is another forward indicator of what's to come. So I hope you enjoyed these graphs and these statistics. I wanted to show you what I believe is going to happen with the market versus tell you what's going to happen with the market. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this demonstration. Take care and best of luck. So now that we've looked at these very important data points, what does it all mean? In an effort to make these videos as short and to the point as possible, I'm going to break all this down and explain everything I'm seeing, where I think we are headed from here in this next video right over here. I'll see you on the other side, and if you still haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Join our community. I'm going to be drawing for a winner out of my subscribers of $1,000 once I get to 1,000 subscribers. So hit that button and it could be you.